Yo, hey everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Tire Punctured Show. You're here with me, Ezra, and
I'm Augustine.
I'm Nixon.
Alright, so today the topic of today, what I meant to say was the topic of today is something that's really concerning the youth today, especially here in Malaysia. And it is none other than the perceptions of tattoo in public in Malaysia in 2019. Now, the perceptions of tattoos in public is slowly changing. However, that is not the case for everyone in society. So we want to talk today about what the struggles are for individuals with tattoos. What do tattoos mean today? Is it a work of art, or is it just a trend that every other young guy is trying to hop on? What are the things you should know before getting a tattoo as well? So first, let's start with the definition of a tattoo. Well, a tattoo, this is gotten from the internet, but if you have any opinions, feel free to let us know. But from the internet, we found out that a tattoo is a form of body modification where a design is made by inserting ink, dyes and pigments, either inedible or temporary, into the dermis layer of the skin to change the pigment. Now let's be honest here. None of us here are professional tattoo artists. Everything that we're going to be saying is based on personal experiences. Now, before we get into the first subtopic, where we go of the agenda today, first of all, regarding the history of tattoos, there's only going to be two purposes most of the time. First is, tattoos have cosmetic purposes, where the tattoo itself is made or is inserted into the person, into the individual, for the sake of cosmetic reasons, for the sake of beautification. The second is functional purposes. So maybe, we've heard stories where Alzheimer's patients who have memory loss tattoo their names or themselves so that, when they can meet someone who can help them, that tattoo is going to come in very handy. So those are the agenda that those are one of the things that we're going to talk about today. And the agenda for today is the history of tattoos, the past perceptions, the current perceptions, and how to get a tattoo. So without further ado, let's start with our first subtopic.
So right now, we're talking about the history of tattoos. So there is no definite history of tattoos from what I found. Like, there is no one source or one legit story behind the origin of a tattoo. So depends on the country or depends on the different type of people. Tattoos are, in Japan, according to one of the website that I read, tattoos are like a mark for convicts, like the Yakuza, or burglars or whatever, gangsters. It is a mark to show that they are the bad guy. They are gangsters. It's like an image that states that tattoo represents a bad sign, a bad omen. And for Egypt, women uses tattoo to symbolize sexuality and fertility. And fun fact, do you know that Queen Victoria has a tattoo? Yeah, she has a tattoo near the neck, if I'm not wrong, that depicts a tiger fighting a python. So yeah, good fact there.
So, with that said, right, that when we analyze about how tattoos mean very different thing in different cultures, I think you as an individual, if you are feeling that you want to get a tattoo today, understand that the perception that people have around you is going to be different wherever you go, in different countries, in different levels of society. So you need to also be considerate that perhaps beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Everybody has a different perception of what is beautiful and what is not, right? And tattoos are no different. Let's